everyone. Welcome to today's live event. In today's event, I will share with you how to say no. Saying no is very important, right? Because we don't have all the time in the world to say yes to everybody. Because if you say yes to everybody, then how will you have time for yourself? And most importantly, when you say yes to somebody, you are saying no to yourself. Because if you're saying yes to them, then you're doing stuff for them. And then you don't have time to do stuff for you. So in this case, if you think about it, when you say yes to others, you are saying no to yourself. And you do not want to say no to yourself. And that is important. Okay? And another thing is, it's important for us to say no to others is because we have to take care of our life. If you don't take care of your life, who will? And a lot of misconception is that a lot of us think that someone will come to our rescue or something will come to our rescue to make our life successful. But that's not true. The reality is the only person that will make your life successful is you. I mean, other people might help you in some aspect, but by the end of the day, in your life, the people that will make your life possible is you. And so that's why if you say yes to other people, you are saying no to you. You are saying no to your lifestyle. You are saying no what you want to achieve in life. You are saying no to go out there and do your own thing and create your own lifestyle when you say yes to others. And the more you say yes to others, you are saying no to yourself. And that is why it's so important for us to be strong and say no. Learn how to say no. When you say no, it does not mean you don't care about them. It does not mean you don't love them. It's just that you have to take care of yourself. And saying no, learn how to say no is the inner strength. Okay? Because like again, in life, no one will make your life possible except you. Okay? And in order for you to have the time and energy for your life, you have to say no to the unnecessary things, unnecessary people, so you can have time for the thing that you need to do. Okay? So in this event, I will share with you some ways to help you understand why you say no. Because when you don't have a good understanding why you need to say no, sometimes we don't say it because we have no good reason to say no. But if you have a good reason to say no, then you are more likely to have the confidence to say no to others so you can say yes to yourself. Okay? So in this case, the first way to help you understand that you need to say no to others is that taking care of yourself, developing your lifestyle is a full-time job, okay? So if you go to work 8 hours a day, you also need 8 hours a day or even more to develop your lifestyle, okay? That's how much it takes for you to understand yourself and how much it takes for you to develop the lifestyle that you want, okay? Because in life, we have career, we have relationship, we have health. That is a lot to handle. And if you say yes to others all the time, how can you manage those things successfully? And again, we have to take care of yourself, body, mind, and spirit. And to take care of those three areas, life as well, it takes a lot of time and energy. And that's why it's important to understand that you have to say no so you have time so you can take care of your career, relationship, health, body, mind, and spirit. Because if you say yes, then that means your attention is on other people. You're doing things for other people and not attention on yourself. And like again, your life, your career, your relationship, your health is all up to you. No one's going to come around and make it happen for you. Okay? And another thing is to help you discover yourself is a very difficult task, very difficult. It's not easy to understand who you are. And it takes a lot of time and energy to understand who we are as an individual. A lot of time to discover your strength, talent, passion, likes, and dislike. And not only that, you have to learn how to apply your strength and talent. Learning is one thing, that's another task you have to do. But then you have to learn how to apply your strength and talent in your life. That is another task itself. And to do those two things successfully, It takes a lot of time and energy. And that is why it's so important for you to learn how to say no to unnecessary things and people. So you can have the time for your lifestyle to develop the lifestyle that you desire. Otherwise, if you always say yes and then you don't have time and then you start to complain this and that. And again, when you start to complain, your lifestyle is not going to change. The only time that your lifestyle change is when you take action to improve your life. Not about complaining, not about blaming, not about waiting for other things or other people to come around and make it successful, because that is not true. Okay? Your life, your responsibility, and it requires a full-time job. It even requires more than 8 hours. Okay? Your life requires more than 8 hours than a job. And that is why it's so important that we have to learn how to say no so we can say yes to ourselves. Yes to our career, yes to our relationship, yes to our health. Otherwise, if you say no to yourself and say yes to others, then your life will not be possible. Okay? So the second way that you need to understand to help you say no is that we don't have time for everything, right? Because we only have 24 hours in a day. That is not a lot. A lot of people think that's a lot, but it's not a lot. Okay? 24 hours in a day is not a lot. Because you know why? We have so many goals and dreams that we want to achieve. Okay? Not only we have a career, relationship, health, body, mind, and spirit to take care of, but we have so many goals. We have so many dreams that we want to achieve. And that takes a lot more time too. So in this case, we can't say no to ourselves. We can't say yes to others all the time. If we say yes, then we don't have time for our goals and dreams. And we have a lot of goals and dreams. Okay? But most importantly, in order for you to become successful in your goals and dreams, successful in your career, relationship, health, it requires 100% focus. Because you can't get a successful result without 100% focus. But if you are always distracted with always from other yes, when you say yes to others, you have to go do things for others, right? And when you go do things for others, you are distracted. And when you are distracted, your mind is not focused to do what you need to do to become successful. Because like I said, in order to have a productive result, in order to come up with a successful solution to achieve your goal and dream successfully, to achieve your career, your relationship and health successfully, it requires 100% focus. And when you are distracted from saying yes to others all the time, then your mind is not focusing on your goals and dreams, but it's focusing on other people. And you will not get the result you want for your goals and dreams, your lifestyle, and your career, relationship, and health. Okay? And even though you might say yes to someone in a small way, it's still a distraction. Okay? So let's say that someone asks you to do something that takes 5 minutes. The 5 minutes, it doesn't seem a lot of time, right? But it takes your focus away from what you need to do. It takes your mind away. And when the distracting take your mind away, then you're not 100% focused anymore. Then you lose that focus to come up with a successful solution. Okay? And even though 5 minutes to walk away and do something for others, your mind is confused, it's distracted, and then it can't come up with a successful solution. So when you do things for others for like 5 or 10 minutes, yes, it might seem a good thing, but for your mind, it's not a good thing. And because when your mind is distracted, then your mind is focusing on the distraction, not on what you need to achieve. And again, in order for you to come up with a creative, successful solution, it requires 100% focus. And that little distraction can make everything go sideways. That will not help you become successful. Okay? And that's why even though the little distraction is just fine or just a little thing, it's a really big distraction for your brain. Okay? And so it's so important that you have to truly stay focused and understand that in order to make your life possible, in order to achieve your goals and dreams, it requires 100% focus with no distraction, no matter how small and big. And like again, it doesn't matter how small the distraction is, it's still a distraction. The brain doesn't distinguish between small or big distraction. The moment it has a distraction, It just can't focus anymore. But again, in order to truly to become successful in your life, your goals and dreams, it requires 100% focus. Okay. So the third tip to help you how to be strong to say no to others, because sometimes we just like can't help ourselves, right? Then say yes to others. So a tip to help you learn is to build a strong relationship with yourself. Build a positive relationship with ourselves. Because when we are strong alone, we have the ability to say no to others. Because a lot of time we feel like we can achieve our goals successfully. We can overcome challenges successfully, and we have to require others for support. And when we require others for support, then we have to rely on them. We have to impress them, right? Because we want their help. So we have to impress them. We have to say yes to them. But if you build a strong relationship with yourself, learn how to become a stronger and better person, you have all this ability within yourself that you don't need others for support, not as much. So when you become a stronger person, when you build a strong relationship with yourself, you have the ability to make your goals and dreams successful. You have the ability to overcome challenges on your own, which means you can overcome and achieve anything on your own, which means you don't need the need of others. You don't need the need to impress others. When we need others, we tend to impress them so they can accept us, so they can approve of us because we need them. But when we need them, we start to impress them. We start to say yes to them, which means a decrease which means it will take all your energy away, which means you can't focus in on your goals and dreams. You can't focus in on developing the lifestyle you want, because when you say yes to others, your attention, your focus on others, not on you. And that is why it's so important that you want to build a strong relationship in yourself. Believe in your own ability that you can overcome any challenge successfully, that you can achieve anything successfully on your own. And that is important. When you can have that belief, then it does not matter what happens. You don't have the desire to impress others to get their approval. Okay? Because a lot of time people impress others because they are afraid. They feel like, oh, if I don't impress others, they won't like me. They will leave out of my life. Okay? But like if you are a strong individual, then you decrease that need that, okay, I don't need to impress them because I'm very strong. I can be on my own, which means I don't need them. Even if they ask them for their support and they say no, you still be okay. And that is important. And that will help you to believe that you don't need their support. You don't need them in your life to help you become successful. And that is important. Okay? And another thing that misconception that a lot of people have is that they think that the more people I have in my life, the more I feel better about myself. They feel like if I don't have anybody in my life, I feel lonely. But loneliness is an emotion. It's an inside emotion, which means you might have a lot of people in your life. That does not mean you won't be lonely. So like, for example, I know there's a lot of people who have many people in their life, but they still feel lonely. Because loneliness is not about having little people from the outside. It's not about having many people from the outside. It's how you feel within yourself. Loneliness is an inside quality. So if you feel lonely, that means something inside is missing, not from the outside. Not because you don't have a lot of people outside. That is not true. Okay? Because there's a lot of time where people have only one or two great friends and they feel satisfied. But there's a lot of people that have a lot of people in their life, but they still feel lonely inside. Okay? So in this case, loneliness is an inside quality that is you have to learn how to manage and not based on others. Okay? So in this case, you don't need to impress others to have more people in your life, because that would not take your loneliness away. Okay, loneliness is inside quality that you have to learn how to manage, not by other people. Okay, so in this case, when you can understand that loneliness is from inside that you have to learn how to manage, then you don't need to have the desire to impress others, because you don't need a lot of people in your life, right? So in this case, it will decrease your desire to say yes to other people, to say yes to unnecessary things, to say yes to unnecessary people, and that is important, okay? So in this case, when you feel strong, then you can decrease that desire to say yes to others, because you have the ability to overcome challenges. You have the ability to do what you need to do to make your life possible. Okay? So here's the rule of thumb. Yes, 80% and 20%. So that's the rule of thumb. So 80% is we want our motivation to come from within us. Okay? Because the best motivation that will push us the most is our inner motivation. It's the inside of us. So in this case, when you have the ability to believe in yourself, then you always have the motivation to keep on moving forward. But the 20% is that we need other people's support, because we are not human. We are human beings. Okay? Which means we are not perfect. And when we are not perfect, we still need support from the outside. But only 20%. Okay? Yes, sometimes when we hit a challenge so big that we need that extra push from other people, but only 20%. But if you have 80% that come from within you, most likely you can overcome anything. It's just that sometimes if you try to overcome something on your own, it might take a little bit longer, but you still can. But if you have the extra 20%, it pushes you a little bit. But it has to be from the right people, not just anybody. That 20% that you need as a human being, because we are not perfect, not just anybody, has to be say yes to the right people and not just anybody. Okay? And so this leads to, you always want to focus on quality versus quantity relationship, right? Remember how I share with you that it is not about how many people you have in your life that will make you feel good. It's about the quality that you develop a relationship with them. That will determine how good you feel yourself with inside. Okay? So always focus on quality relationship, which means you want to build a successful relationship with a few people, okay? And not so many relationships. Because like again, to become successful in a relationship, it takes a lot of time and energy to build one successful relationship, because success does not come instantly, right? So which means everything to become successful, including build relationship, it takes a lot of time and energy. And if you have so many people in your life, then how can you have the time for everybody? And when you don't have the time for everybody, then how can you have successful relationship? Right? But if you only have a few people, which means you have the time and energy to put in to build successful relationship with them. And it is the quality relationship that help you feel good with inside yourself. It is the better relationship from 1 or 2 or 3 people that make you feel accepted and loved, and not with a lot of people that your relationship is not good because you don't have a lot of time with it. Okay? So always think quality versus quantity, okay? Because it's the quality, it's the strong relationship that will help you feel good, that will support you to become successful in life, okay? But the thing about life is that if you are truly being yourself, saying no to unnecessary things and people, and doing your own thing, you will never be alone, okay? That's just a magic, something that life exists. You will never be alone, okay? If you're being yourself, doing your own thing, doing your best in your life, someone will pop up to support you. You will never be alone. Let's see how many people in life. You will never be alone. And most importantly, the 1 or 2 or 3 people that pop up in your life to support you when you are being yourself and you're doing your own thing, it will be the right people, not just any people. And that is what we want. We want the right people in our life. And when you are being yourself, take the time to learn and grow daily and focusing on your lifestyle and achieve your goals and dreams and make your lifestyle successful. The right people will manifest to help you. And that is something about life. Okay? You will never be alone in life. That's just impossible. You meet so many people in life. Sooner or later, someone will catch on to you, catch on that you have a good personality, that catch on that you're being yourself, that they will want to be in your life. So always understand that if you have the strength to do your own thing and doing what is right for you, the right people will manifest for you, okay? And that is something you have to believe to help you build that inner strength to say no to unnecessary things and people, so you can start to focus on yourself to do what you need to do, and then the right people will come, okay? And if you start to focusing on yourself and doing what you need to do and people leave you, don't worry. Like again, as you always heard, as one door closed, another will open. That is just something about life. Life has to keep in balance. If something closed, something has to open. It has to be balanced. It doesn't stay closed forever. Some door has to be open, which means if you are being yourself, doing your own thing, and someone leave you, okay, that door is closed. But be patient, and another door will open for you. And sometimes the door won't open instantly. And gratification is we want something instantly, and that's not what we want. Okay, so you have to be patient with yourself. That another door, another person will enter your life to support you if you are being yourself, doing the right thing for you, and be willing to say no to unnecessary things and people so the right people can enter. Okay, and that is the point. So when you are strong on your own and believe that you have the ability to overcome challenges and failure, you don't need others, then which means you're free to do whatever you want. Because a lot of times we want to impress people, right? And when we try to impress people, then we tend to do things that we don't like because we have to do things for others. But when you are strong alone, believe in yourself, then you don't have that desire to impress them. And when you say, I don't need to impress you, then you can go and do whatever fit you. And that is what you want to do. Okay? And so in this case, it decreases your worry. It decreases your stress when you don't have that urge to impress others. Because when you are thinking about impressing others and say yes to them, you have to think about what they like and think what they need to do to help them become successfully. So you worry. You worry about, oh, am I doing the right thing for them? Am I saying the right thing for them? Right? That's the worry. If you're afraid that you might do something that they don't like and you do not want that. But if you are strong with yourself, then you have no desire to think to impress them, which means you are free to think on your own way, to do what you need to do to become successful. Okay? And another thing is, it is always better to do something on your own than with negative people. Okay? You will get a better result, a faster result, if you are doing something on your own than with negative people. Because negative people will drag your energy down, which means your brain can't focus, which means it will take you a longer time to come up with a solution. So always remember, it is always better to do things on your own than with negative people. Okay? So the last thing to help you understand, to have the ability to say no to others, is that happiness is from within. Okay, we always say that. What is happiness? Happiness is from within. What does that mean? That means it's the inside quality, which means it's your responsibility to manifest it. It's your job. No matter what people do for you, no matter what kind of thing they do for you, it will not increase your happiness because people is outside. Happiness is from within. And anything that's from within is your responsibility. You are the one that needs to manifest it, which means you don't need to impress others, because no matter what you do for others, it will not increase your happiness, because happiness is inside quality. That is your responsibility to manifest. It's all come down to your action that will bring you happiness, because it's inside quality. Okay, it's based on you to take the action, not on other people. Okay, but again, we need other support sometimes, but the support that they give them, that they give you, that doesn't increase your happiness. The support that they give you, it motivates you to do things that bring you happiness, and that's the differences. Okay, so let's say that you want to achieve a certain goal that will bring you happiness. Okay, for you. Okay, great. Their support is not bringing you happiness. Their support is just to push you so you can do something to achieve that goal to bring you happiness. But if they can support you and you're not taking the action step to make your goal reality, then you will not get that happiness. Because remember, happiness is coming from you, your action step and your responsibility, no matter how much people support you. Okay? So you have to understand that happiness is what we want to experience in life, right? Which means it's our action step, it's our ability, it's our determination that will get us that good experience, and not from others. So when you can see that, then you will start to believe, oh, I don't need to say yes to them because they do not bring me happiness. You bring yourself happiness, okay? Because a lot of times people have the misconception that, oh, I need them to bring me happiness. That is not true. And then they always end up saying yes to other people. And again, if you say yes to other, you are saying no to yourself. And that you do not want that. Okay? Okay, so in this case, like again, to build a strong relationship with yourself, you have to develop yourself, right? So you can have all this ability to believe that you can overcome challenges, to believe that you can achieve anything without the need of others, which means you want to learn new ways to help you become a better person, which means learn new ways to help you become a better, stronger person daily. Learn new ways to help you nourish your body, mind, and spirit. So when it comes to your body, learn how to take care of your body. Learn how to eat better, exercise, improve your health. Because the more your body is healthy, the more ability you have to help you overcome challenges. Because when you're faced with big challenges, it requires a lot of energy and strength. And if you encounter big challenges and you don't have the energy and strength, then how can you become successful? And then you have to rely on others to help you overcome that challenges. And again, the moment you rely on others so much, that's when your focus is on others and not on you. And so in this case, make sure you take care of your body so you are ready with the energy, with the strength. So when you have a problem, when you have a goal that requires a lot of energy and strength, you are ready, which means you can rely on yourself and not on others. Okay? Nurture your mind. You mean empower your mind to believe in yourself, learn how to increase your self-esteem, learn how to increase your self-confidence, learn how to increase your courage, because especially when you have goals that are big, that require a lot of self-belief, that require a lot of self-esteem. And when you encounter challenges that is so big, you have to believe in yourself that you can overcome that challenges. But if you don't have good self-esteem, if you don't have a good self-confidence, then how can you believe in yourself? And that's why nurturing your mind is so important to help you have the ability that you can overcome anything so you don't rely on others as much. Okay? Nurture your spirit. Spirit is to keep our life, keep our soul and spirit alive. And that is important. Spirituality is about your soul and your heart. And when that will help decrease the craving for others, okay? Because a lot of times we feel like something is missing within us. We feel like we have to impress others because something is missing inside your heart. So in this case, you want to learn how to nurture your spirit. Spirituality is about taking care of yourself, keeping your body, mind, spirit balanced, create life meaning and purpose, create a sense of belonging in society, which means you want to go out there and do things to improve society, improve your community, walk around your neighborhood. When you build that sense of connection with your community, society, and the world, you create a sense of belonging for yourself. And that means spirituality, you nurture your spirit when you do that. And when you nurture your spirit, you feel your heart is fulfilled. You feel your heart is so full of love and content because you are doing something that is meaningful. And that is spirituality. And when you can do that, you feel like you're fulfilled within yourself. You don't feel lonely. Remember, loneliness is a quality that's inside of us, that something is missing within our heart. And so when you go out, do small act of kindness, you are making a difference for yourself, for the community, society, and the world. That will help you fulfill your heart. That will decrease the need to feel lonely. Decrease the need that you need to impress others to be in our life. Okay? And so there are so many ways that you can continue to nourish your body, mind, and spirit to help you become a better person, to help you become a stronger person, so you can build a strong relationship with yourself, so you can believe in yourself that you can overcome anything, you can achieve anything. And so it will decrease that desire to say yes to others. Okay? So in conclusion, remember, your lifestyle, your health and your goals and your dream is your responsibility. Okay? If you wait for others things to come, they might come, but they will not do the best for you. Okay, you are the only person that will do the best for you, which means your responsibility. Okay, because again, we have to say no because our time is limited, right? 24 hours is not a lot, and we have a lot of goals and dreams. I'm telling you, once you finish with one goal, another goal will manifest. It will never end. And so we have so many goals that we don't have time for others. So it's so important for you to understand that we have to say no so we have time for ourselves. Say no to others so you can say yes to yourself. And you always want to say yes to yourself, okay? Because if you say yes to yourself, who will say yes to you, okay? And we don't want to waste our time and energy. Remember, we have limited energy and strength. And same with time. We do not want to waste your time and energy on saying yes to others, okay, and not use it to make our life possible. And that is important. And understand that your lifestyle, your happiness is determined on you, your ability, your determination. Okay, it's not based on other people. It's not based on other people's ability to support you. Yes, they can support you. Remember, a little bit, but their support does not determine your outcome. Your outcome determined on your action step, your ability, and your determination. Okay, so remember, saying no to others is not a selfish thing. Saying yes to yourself is not a selfish thing. Okay, you have to say no to others so you can say yes to yourself. Okay, so that's the end for today's event. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you the next time.